But hello, I'm back. Back from Xiaohongshu. Oh, hi, Chill Gil. This is my last live. No, no, I have more. We are not on Xiaohongshu anymore. I'm back from the trenches. Just kidding, it's not trenches. But yes. Hi, Bien. Okay, but anyways, we're doing 2022 P5 EOY Tong paper today. Chill Gil, do you want to do a particular section? Honestly, there's not much time left, so because I was doing a Xiaohongshu and then yeah, encountered some problems, so we came back here. It is paper before, yeah. Because technically I thought I was doing for Xiaohongshu, so I just redid this paper. Okay, let's go to a section that maybe you won't remember. Do you remember this? I hope you don't, so that we can go through this. Do you remember this, Chogil? Okay, but you know what? It doesn't. It's okay if you did it before. You can try again in case you make errors, you know. Okay, but and I'll just begin with this first. So, her skin is covered in scales that gleam in the sun. Almost 60 centimeters long, Nala is a python, current coiled in the palms of my hand. So, the person is trying to say, in the palms of my hand, and this is not in the past, right? So, you know, this is in the present. So, it should be currently. So, currently coiled in the palms of my hands. I'm excited as I never imagined. How do you spell imagine? Do you spell it with double M and double E? Or what should it be? Hi everyone, welcome to the live. Okay, so imagine is not double M and there's no E after the G, so it should be imagine. Okay, don't confuse it with image. Okay, as I never imagined holding a snake would feel like this. My previous encounters. So what should encounters be? Hi Crespo. So encounters it shouldn't. No, it's too thick. Yes. So EN. Sorry, just adjusting the thickness of the pen. But yes, encounters is spelled this way. You're right, Chogil. Okay. My previous encounters with snakes at zoos featured a glass partition, blank us. So this is separate, or rather, it should be separating, not separating. So one way to remember is just to remember separating as SEPA. So you must swap this. Yeah, Chogil, you're right. Okay, so I still remember it that way until now if I have to spell separating. Okay, so SEPA, not SAPE. The Singapore Zoo is unlike others I have visited. I have come to the Singapore Zoo with apprehension. So Chogil says double P and not HAN. So yeah, that's right. So it should be double P, apprehension. Okay. Oh hi, Studio Gilby person. Whoa. Okay. Hello. Welcome. I'm back, guys. Back from Xiaohongshu. Okay, this is too much. Okay, next. I am uncomfortable about seeing wild animals blank captivity. Is it at captivity? At usually used for place, right? Usually it's more specific in nature. High sloggery. In. Yeah, in captivity. That's right. So that's the phrase, okay? You're kept in captivity. But hi, welcome. Haven't seen you before. Welcome everyone. I'm doing 2022 P5 Ai Tong papers. Okay, so next. The animals were suffering in small cages with almost no greenery. So you see how they use in again. So that's the right preposition to use. Okay. Here I spent the morning having breakfast in the company of a family of orangutans. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or things you want to ask, feel free to type them down, okay? I'll answer to the best of my ability. Hi, Pillow. Why is spends not correct? I singular. Okay, so technically, singular for verb you do add s, but for I and you, there are exceptions. Yes, and then over here you must look at what you're talking about. Look at the sentence before. At the zoos I had visited in the past. So you're talking about the past here, and this is in the present. Or rather, the answer they give you is in present tense. So you need to change it to the past. Hopefully that answers your question, Slow Gray. So the past tense of spend is spent. So it should be with a T. Not that it should be S-P-E-N-D also. Okay? Okay, next. Orangutans are Singapore Zoo's flagship species, and they roam freely in their habitat here. So how do you spell habitat? If anyone wants to try. Hi everyone, welcome. Okay, so habitat is supposed to be H-A-B-I-T-A-T. Oh, hi Mianbao. Welcome back. I haven't seen everyone in so long because I've only been on Xiangshu. Ah yes, hello. But yeah, I'm back on TikTok. Okay, yes, Pillow, you're right. Habitat is correct. So walk around, I spot some descendants of Ah Ming. So around, they want to tell you that he did this for a period of time. That's how he spotted this, right? So it should be walking. So walking around, I spot some descendants of Ah Ming, the park's more famous orangutan. So the park itself has numerous orangutans, correct? So this is comparative. Okay. No, you guys can't see if I write there. So this is comparative. And you know, for comparative, it's always two or more. And sorry, not two or more, only two. But over here, there's numerous, so you're comparing between everyone, so it's the most. So for that, you need to use superlative, which would be most. English or Chinese? I still teach in English, but yes, superlative. Okay, so we need superlative here. Okay, I'm going to erase the comparative because it's blocking the question. Most famous orangutan rescued from a private home where she was being kept illegally. How do you spell illegally? Hello, sorry, I can't really read your username, but hi, welcome. How to make the sentence work if there are more than one famous descendants? What do you mean there's more than one famous? I mean, you can have numerous famous descendants. You can just say, I spot some descendants of Ah Ming, and most or half of them are famous. You can just say that, because it, whether you want to use superlative or comparative, it all depends on how many in a sense subjects that you want to put in. Okay, so let me just write this somewhere. So comparative is always two, and superlative it's always three or more. Okay, so over here, compare would be let's say, okay, let's not talk about more and most. Let's talk about the usual ones that people know. Let's say shorter and shortest. You wouldn't say this person is shorter of in the class, right? You would say this person is shortest in the class because you're comparing between the whole class and this person. So that is three or more. But if you're comparing between him and another person, then you say who is shorter, person A or person B. Okay, so that's how you use that. Hopefully that makes things clearer for you, slow gray. Okay, yes, Pillow, you're right. Illegally, it's double L for both. Okay, she eventually became a tour icon for Singapore. So over here, we need to change the word form for tour. And it should be tourists. Because only tourists visit the zoo, right? Okay, not only, but usually it's to attract. What's the opposite of descendants? Oh, that's a good question. Ancestors, yes. So descendant, no, not ascendants. Ascend and descend is the verb. Is dead. No, guys, it's ancestors, not descendants. No, not, what am I saying? Not ascendants. Hi, Yu Hao. Welcome, welcome. But yes, ancestors would be your parents. You can go way back. And descendants would be the children of your parents' parent. You get what I mean? It just goes down like a family tree. Slow gray. Walking around, I spot some. Okay, spot is spelled wrongly. Maybe a typo. Spot some descendants of Ah Ming. One of the parks. Okay, so this is wrong. First is spot. Then next, if you want to use some descendants, you cannot say one of, because your descendants is plural. Okay, one is singular. Secondly is parks. You are talking about numerous parks, but over here you're only walking in one park, so park shouldn't have S. Yeah, and your orangutans, it's fine if you want to follow the descendants. So it just depends whether you want singular or plural. Okay, ascendio. What's ascendio? Sound like some Harry Potter spell. Okay, let's do SNT. Pretty simple stuff. There's not much time, so okay. So begin with this. Just realized it's too zoomed. Hold on. Hi Asher. Hi Thomas. Okay, so isn't that the TikTok audio? Is it not? I'm not sure. But yes. Ryan likes singing, but he likes to dance more, so prefers. Prefers itself means you like to do something over the other. Ascend you. Yeah, that one. That one is right. It sounds familiar. Okay, so over here you see your sentence gave you more, so you know which one he likes to do more. So he likes to dance and sing. Okay, then now comes to dancing to singing. Yes, that's good, slow gray. So over here, when you have prefer and to, prefer, yes, Pillow, you're right too. You don't need to add more, okay? Because the more meaning is already encompassed inside the word prefer. Okay, so let me write the answer for this first. Also, it's good that you guys know about your word pairs. So prefer always pairs with to. Another special thing for prefer and to is that your verb always has ing, or have in this case, because multiple verbs. Another word pair would be would rather. You're too fast. What do you mean you're too fast? Why does singing not sing when there's a to? Because that's the rule when you want to use prefer and to. I'm getting to it slow gray. But if you use would rather and then your verb have to be in its base form. Yes, why no music? Jason's not moderating me today, but yeah, it's okay. We can live without music, guys. It's okay. Hi, Asterin. Okay, so yeah, that's the difference, okay? So if you want to use prefers and do, your verb has to have ing in order for the sentence to work. And if it's would rather and then your verb will be in its base form. Okay, so other word pairs, if we talk, I'll just write below. Other word pairs would be, um, let's start with range. So range, you would use from and to. And if you want to use between, you'll pair with and. So you don't mix between this. You will say from 1 to 5 or between 1 and 5. You don't say from 1 and 5. Okay? From 1 and 5 would mean from 1 and 5. There's no in between of it. So that defeats the purpose of the range. You're not even talking about a range in this case. Okay, other one would be neither nor and either or. Okay? Neither nor is two negative ideas. So this is important. You must make sure when you write it, your answer is always negative in nature. Okay? Either or doesn't have this negative aspect to it. Yeah, slow grade, you're right. Neither nor. Okay, let's do the next one. You're never negative. Weren't you the one that said live, laugh, toaster, bath? Yeah, tumse. It's okay, guys. Let's not request for too much, yeah? Okay, next. You know it if you said that. Said what, Yu Hao? Or are you talking to Mianbao? Okay, but yes, welcome everyone. I'm doing SNT from 2022 P5 Ai Tong EOY paper. So, okay, next. Oh, just realized you guys can't see. Okay, Priya ate the expired chocolate. She fell sick. Having what? So over here, whenever you see having, the next word you need is a past participle. Why my hair never open today? It is open. Mianpao, stop focusing on my hair. You're like, I don't know. You say different. You say the same thing every live. That's fine. Hi, Blow Visuals. Welcome. Haven't seen you before. Having eaten. Yes, it's correct. Okay, Yu Hao. I don't think I'm allowed to talk about such thing on this, but yeah, okay. Shall not say things that will get me in trouble. It's okay, so having eaten the expired chocolates, then you just copy the rest. So having eaten the expired chocolates, Priya fell sick. Yes, Pillow, you're right. Mianpao, you're also right. Okay, good job, guys. I gotta protect myself, man. Okay, next. Janet destroyed Lee May's clay figurine. Janet was envious. So out of Mianpao, I saw studios today. Enviosity? No, not enviosity. Envy is really correct. So this is not the noun form. The noun form would be envy. Okay? So out of envy. Mianpao, why are you so serious suddenly? Do you need to be locked in for like a test or something? Out of envy, Janet destroyed Lee May. Yes, blow visuals, you're right. Okay? So out of envy, Janet destroyed Lee May's. Remember add this so we know who this clay figurine belongs to. Yeah, confused. Hi Pikachu. What do you mean? Yeah? But you say I'm focusing on the wrong thing, then you say I'm supposed to yes. Okay, I just like to talk, okay, Mianpao. But it's fine. I appreciate both sides of you, Mianpao. It's still answering me in a sense. Hi Shakadoodle. Okay, next. Neither the hat nor this dress is for sale. So going back to word pairs Word pairs. Yeah, word pairs just now, right? Neither nor joins two negative idea, correct? So is for sale means if you just read it by itself, you cover it all this. Is for sale means you can buy it, correct? But neither nor would tell you that this means it's not for sale. So when you do S and T and you need to transform, remember your answer has to be, or rather when you read it completely, it has to be negative, okay? Not on sale. Yes, blow visuals, you're right. Okay. So also it's not the dress, it's this dress. So both the hat and this dress. Then you change is to R because I'm talking about two things. Am I feeling blue today? No, not really. Why do you say that? Are not for sale. The music set. Yeah, exactly. How's the I can barely hear the music on my side though. But it's fine. It's okay, I don't. But blue visuals, it's good to be confident but not overconfident, yeah. Why is the hosting sad? What do you mean hosting sad? Pillow, what do you mean by that? Oh, guys, I did not prepare this live, so but it's fine. Let's live with it, guys. There's nothing much. You're reading too much into it. Evan declared proudly that he had drawn that picture the previous year. Yes, that's absolutely right. Skip cat's eye. Why? Do you not like gnarly or something? That's not the song I know from them though. Okay. Yes, you're also right. So remember from direct to reported, right? Several things you need to change. So you need to change your pronouns, change your tenses, move one tense back. This kind of this, now, then need to change. And last year need to change the frequency. So move from past tense to past perfect. Yes. He had drawn the picture. Or if you want to change to that picture, it's also acceptable. The previous year. Okay, so pretty simple, nothing much to talk about this question. You love cat's eye. Okay. You guys can fight it out, I guess. I mean, the controlling of the music is not on my side also, so. Okay, let's do vocab. Hell yeah. As in, you like the song or something? Wait, no, blow visuals. Yeah, taking it out of context. That is not what I said. That. Never mind. It's not a battle that I can win. But yes, okay, I take it back. Sorry guys. Do not advocate for that. I do not do that. Okay, vocab. Ali and David shook hands after their conflict was blank by their teacher. Was what? One, solve. What do you mean by thingy, Yu Hao? What thingy? Okay, blow visuals. I said I apologized for it. Let's not be too stuck on that, okay? Okay. Shook hands after their conflict was solved by their teacher. Pillow say resolve. Okay, in this case, trying to write the okay. So in this case, it shouldn't be solved. It should be resolved. Okay, solved is usually more vague, and it's usually used for, what am I writing? Problems or puzzles. Okay. You wouldn't say solve a conflict. The better word to use with conflict is resolve. Resolve means to settle or settle an issue, and it's usually in a peaceful way. Yeah, Yuhao, correct. Don't need to go through cleared, right? Clear is pretty simple. It doesn't quite convey the idea of settling a dispute. Clear just means I cleared this obstacle, something like that. Okay, and then eliminated, there's nothing much to say also. It just means you're disqualified or to remove something. Okay, next. Hi, Lucas. I'm assuming it's Lucas. Did I teach Sec 1? Guys, I would like to refer to myself as a live host, not a teacher. I only go through papers on TikTok Live. Yeah, I don't teach at the centers here. But obviously the teachers that teach for the tuition center is more, they'll go through it more in depth compared to this. So yeah, you can WhatsApp to find out more. We do offer secondary classes. You how copy my answer. It's fine. At least he's learning. But yeah, Lucas, if you want to find out more, you can always WhatsApp the number at the top. Pretty big. 84049281. Okay? Host Sec 1. Oh. But I teach in your life. Esterine. Let's not go there. Still teaching. Okay. Okay, moving on. The burglars blank with their loot before the police arrive. So the burglars blank. Made up, made off, made out, made over. So this is phrasal verbs. Oh yeah. By the way, if you guys are looking forward to secondary content, if I'm not wrong, in July we'll be starting to go through oral questions. As yeah, usually it will be Hostia that goes through both PSLE and O-level oral questions. So you guys can look forward to that if you need secondary help. Also, cause oral is coming up, so also remember the oral programs that I promoted to you guys. If you guys want to consider, or rather, please do consider that, okay? Cause oral is coming up. More practice doesn't hurt. Okay, 3. Made out. 面包, not you promoting yourself in this chat, in this live. Okay, but 3. Made out. Usually when you use make out or made out in this case, because past tense, it means to understand or see something clearly. Cloud is cloud. Why do you want to be an influencer? I can drop you a follow with my account, my non-wow account. I don't mind. If you want to be an influencer, Minpao, I'll be there before you get famous. P5, hi Belle. Okay, but yeah, so this don't quite make sense, right? You don't need to understand or see or look clearly before the police arrive. You'll be a politician. Okay, I'll be waiting for the day your name can be 面包 so that I will know who is it that I'm voting for, you know? Made up. Made up means to invent. Or this first one, the second one will be to reconcile. Not talking about escaping. So that's out. Made off. Made off means to escape quickly, which is what we want here. So that's right. Then since that's right, 4 is wrong. So what's made over? Made over just means to transfer ownership. Guys, let's not talk about politics in here. Okay, next. Oh, I scrolled too much. A special queue was set up at the clinic to give blank to the elderly to allow them to go first. It's practicing English. How's talking about politics in the comment section practicing English? Okay, if anything, I need to protect myself first, guys. I cannot be talking about such stuff. Hi, Hoven. Urgency. To give urgency to the elderly. Huh? Okay, if anything, I thought you would get it right, Hoven, but no. Okay, but urgency just means to do something, not do per se, but it requires attention, and it's usually at that point in time. So I'll just write immediate or quickly. How you wrong? It's just sad and angry. Nice try, Hoven. You don't have to be sad and angry over it. Okay, I cannot say stuff like that. People don't know that I know you. Don't get bro fireman. For real, Bell. Actually, no, I only got a few more lives left, guys. Then, bye-bye. 1. Priority. To give priority to the elderly. Yes, correct. So, priority means giving importance. Or, in other words, preference. Okay? To someone or something. Vocab MCQ is fun. I mean, it's fun. You cook, bro? What am I cooked for? Oh, as in from the comment section. But hi, Abdul. Welcome. Haven't seen you before. You're gonna stay even though you're not P5. It's fine, Belle. Most of the people here aren't P5 or primary school kids, if I'm not wrong. Cooked owl? What do you mean cooked owl? Okay, then next. Attention. I don't need to talk about it, right? You guys know what attention. Reservation is also pretty common. You need to make a reservation if you want to eat at a popular restaurant, something like that. It's a booking. Not just for eating, can be for activities and all also. Okay. Asterin, there are primary school kids that watch this, so be mindful. Question 14 is 4. Attention is what Eugene is looking. Huh? Bell, it's fine. That one is fine. They do it all the time. Okay, the boys rode their bicycles blank down the steep slope without a thought for their own safety. So recklessly is correct because you didn't consider about safety. So doing things in a reckless way means you just do things without thinking. Okay, so that's just what it means. Leisurely just means to be slow and relaxed. Excitedly is not quite the focus here. Like, yeah, they're excited, but I need something that describes the situation better because of the context here that is safety. Okay? Frantically is also wrong. Frantically is to say this person is panicking. Okay? So you can use that in your composition. Okay, next. Question 15. Although we have been winning the past few matches, we shall not be blank and slacken in our training, the captain told his team. So is it confident, compliant, contented, or complacent? 下一题 is complacent. Yes, correct. Complacent is right. Okay? So winning the past few matches, you would think that, oh, you are very good, right? Like you're him, you're it. But over here, it shall not be, and don't slacken in our training, so shall not be complacent. So that is right. Complacent just means satisfied and no longer putting in effort. So over here, that is what they don't want to be doing. That's why complacent is the correct answer. Why are you guys typing in Chinese? But yes, bilinguals. It's good to be bilingual or multilingual, guys. I think it's pretty cool. Confident, it just means to be sure of yourself. Compliant is just obedient. 你的华文不好. It's okay, Belle, you can learn. There's still time. Asterin, sorry, I'm not conversant in Korean. Can't read that. Or mianpao, I can't read that either. Contented means happy. Okay? But it doesn't talk about the idea of laziness. Because over here, the word slacken talks about laziness. I keep hunting languages. That's so real though. We always just use Chinese and English together. Okay. Okay, let's go through this one. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So over here, why use Korean? I can't read Korean. Okay, that's too far, Estherine. I cannot read that. Hi Goulash, I'm your favorite host. I don't remember you that like joining that many lives, or maybe I don't know. Maybe my memory is not serving me well today. But yes, hi Goulash. I'll remember you from now on. What? Who understand? Okay, I'll do this before we, or if we have time, one more. So over here, they watch. This is verb. Usain Bolt is a noun. So over here, it'll be a verb because run, ran, runs, running. It's all the same verb. Okay. Memory serving. I can't say that right now because that'll do injustice to Goulash. But yes, one, run. Correct. Very good. So verb, noun, verb rule, right? The second verb always have to be in bare infinitive or its base form. If you don't know what they mean, it's fine. Just remember it as original form. That means the form where you really never do anything to it. It's just how that word is spelled without adding s and all. Okay, so run is indeed the correct answer. Okay, we do have more time. So let's move to the question below. I met many old friends at the wedding dinner. Some of blank I had not seen for years. Had not seen is a verb, correct? So this tells you, okay, before we go there, before we get to that, I met many old friends at the wedding dinner, some of blank. So some of means talking a few of these old friends, correct? So this is not subject. It will be confusing. So I'll write as people, but they are seen as objects. Okay, so people are seen as objects of this. So for this, you would choose whom. That's the definition of whom and how you use whom. Okay, when people are seen as object of verbs. Who is just when you don't have a subject. You want to know who's the subject. Which is for things and whose is for possession. So either this or remember it as ownership, or in simpler terms, remember as belongs to. Objectify. What do you mean objectify? Okay, let's read from the top. I'm serving. Thanks, Mianpao. I look tired, Belle. I always look tired. That's just how I was born. But it's fine. Estherine, how do you know if I'm crashing out or not? Your brain cannot function past 9 p.m. Time to train the brain, Belle. But no, sometimes my brain doesn't work either. Serving as always. Thank you. Compliment. Oh, hi, Iguana. Yes, you are Iguana. Hello. We are tired of life. Oh, Estherine, I did not say I was. Your brain cannot function with anything else but math. Math is quite fun if you know what you're doing though, like to be honest. I mean, what's going on? Okay, I end my life at 7, so there ain't really time to go through another question. So I'll just read the comments and answer things, okay? Yes, it's been long, Iguana. You're a fortune teller and psychologist. Are you really one, Estherine, or are you studying psychology? You know it well. I see. Oh, it's 7 already. Okay. No ads. Yeah, because there's not much time today. Tomorrow though, tomorrow I'll do ads. Okay, but see you guys tomorrow. Is it the same timing? If you guys want to tune in. Yeah, it's the same timing, 5:30 to 7. Guvin? What do you mean Guvin? I need to go now. Yes, that is true. Okay. Sorry for overstaying, guys. But yes, bye guys.